except my name. Okay, and we are live. This is Fred Burrows, Swift Plumbers. Let me make sure I don't see the clock going here. Okay, now it says we're live. All right. What we've done here is I've located an old clean out here in this cast iron drain line. All right, right down there you can see the cap. I've marked it on the slab here where this line is. This goes to clay out this way. So the clay is not the issue. We have cast iron pipe. I'm going to show you guys on the camera. I'm going to show you where it's sitting, the scale sitting in the pipe this way, especially bad this way. A lot better up there. Looks like maybe some hairline cracking or something. The next step, if you don't want to tear up the cement, which by the way, to break through the cement and sidewalk we can't even put back, but you'll spend 250 bucks a foot doing it that way. Now, you could dig up, put in a clean out, spend a couple grand, put in a clean out, and pressure wash the inside of the pipes, then re-inspect them to see how bad the cracking is. If there is indeed cracking, you may or may not have to do anything else at that point once all the loose scale and debris is removed from here upwards. That jetter actually may go even less because we're just doing a single line back this way from out here. But the clean out is going to be deep. We've got to cut this pipe and install it. So I would quote the normal 1950 or less, depending on what we all have to do to get the scale out of here and what we have to do to get this clean out in, because it's a short distance from here to here. The clean out should be extended to the surface where you can clearly see it. Right. And the mower hopefully don't run it over, okay? So we want the clean out, feasibly the clean out's here, but it would be okay if we put it closer. We run the risk cutting this cast iron, which we'll use with a diamond blade cutter. We won't even use a soil pipe cutter on it because we don't want to crush it. A soil pipe cutter is a chain, it's made to cut clay and cast. But so a lot of times we're just using our blade to cut it. So that way we're easy on the pipe, right? But no matter how easy we are on it, if the bottom's out, the bottom's out. The bad thing about that is it puts you in an emergency situation where we got to rig something up to make it work if you're going to line it. Or even if you're going to break the hole, because we'll have to come back to start breaking. Likely you're not going to break it because this liner is going down this nice sidewalk out here. So the expense of us doing our job, breaking it apart, putting new pipe in, plus you having to hire somebody to come in here to put the sidewalk back. We'll patch cement, but it doesn't look good. It's just sandcrete. It's not. We're not masons, so we're not going to do a good job on that. So it's going at this angle, and I'm just explaining to the customer at the same time. And then we're going underneath here, and we've got a nice tile floor and everything in here. So destroying that isn't really an option. What we would hope is this cast iron doesn't have any cracks in it, okay, because it's heading this way and it's heading over to this clean out, okay? Now, when I pull it back, it's going to go across. It's going underneath that slab, but it runs even with that slab, so it's really the sidewalk. I'm going to relocate it on this end, you guys, just for our own purposes, after I show you what the pipe looks like. Now, we're going to go to my video camera. I'm going to shut the locator off. You see right here, ma'am? This is what I wanted to show you. It's hard to see on video anyway.
Okay, I'm just going to stand here.
But you see this? See these chunks of scale right here? Mm-hmm. That's what everything's catching on. See? It's filled. And I'm going out towards the clay. See, that's the clay I located. Yes. All right. And back here, this spot, this is the bottom. That's the clean out I located. So we only go to here a couple feet, and now we're underneath the sidewalk. You see? And it's filled with scale. Now you'll see what I mean. So we got to get that stuff out of there. It looks a little bit better here. And at the bottom, see this part? This is where I worry about, is that crack in scale. It looks like it's secondary surface. So it looks like a crack in scale, but that very well could be a crack in the cast. We don't know until you clean it out. All that loose stuff has to come out. The pipe will still be rough when we're done because we're not going to use anything aggressive like a chain on the jetter head. But all this, the bottom's to the right there, doesn't look as bad as out there downstream, closer to the clean out. All right, so.
Well, Mikey must have banged that sucker around a little bit.
He's gonna, and not just Mikey, but anybody, okay? Anybody, people always have to remember, cable machines are for a temporary thing to bang open a hole. It's banging it. That's what a cable machine does.
Yeah.
On its way to banging open the hole, it's banging the cast iron pipe.
Yeah.
If everybody knew the only way to properly maintain cast iron pipe would be to occasionally jet it. Maintenance jetting, which is a lot cheaper than what I'm talking about. This is so expensive because we got to cut in a clean out. This is so expensive because we have to really wash it out. There's a lot of debris that's dealing with. When you're going in with the maintenance and you can just shoot it out to wash it out,
Yeah.
if everybody knew that that's what the jetting machine, but there's a reason we spent 60 grand on the equipment. It works. I'm going to end this video though, okay? And then I'll talk to you guys about it because we've got it documented